The 2010 movie, The Legend of the Guardians, is a remarkable achievement in animation and in 3D filmmaking. It definitely is not for younger children because of its intricate plot, its scary scenes, and it might frighten them simply too much. Hence, it is rated PG. Parental guidance is necessary. As a matter of fact, I saw one woman take her 6-year-old daughter out of the film because it was obvious the little girl was getting too scared. This movie has an intricate plot. The struggle of good against evil, tyranny against freedom, the dangers of the state substituting for the family, the hubris and pride of trying to develop an elite class to rule all the underlings, the power and the danger of brainwashing. These are some of the themes that are touched upon in this animated feature about evil owls and heroic owls. It also shows the tenderness and importance of the traditional family, a mother and father, brothers and sister, how important they are to respect and to support. The notion too that traditional values and stories and legends should be passed on from one generation to the next because there is some great truth behind them all, are all themes that are touched upon in this film. It is a great educational tool for families where perhaps they could begin to introduce their children to the evils of the real world. What happened in Nazi Germany, what happened in the gulags and the concentration camps of the Soviet Union, the ongoing dangers that threaten civilization and all of our lives, the importance to perhaps of going to war as a last resort to save what is most precious in our lives. Very briefly, the film tries to de-romanticize war. The young owls, hearing the stories of battle and triumph, see themselves as heroes and think it would be so glorious to be a part of such an enterprise. When the one owl begins to read what the wars were really like, he realizes it was hell on earth. So the movie is very, very intriguing. And I would recommend it to parents and their children. However, I have this one caveat. Under the category of, are you paranoid if everybody really is out to get you? The name of the hellhole pseudo-false orphanage in this film is Saint Elgoius. There's no such human saint. Maybe it was a saintly owl, abbreviated as Saint Aigis. Of all the names the writer could have chosen for such an evil place on earth, why put a saint's name attached to it? Well, you can't find that in the Legend of the Guardians books. There's about 15 or 16 of them published so far. But in one of the author's earlier works, Catherine Lasky wrote in the book Blood Secrets the story of a 14-year-old orphan girl who has moved from one Catholic home of charity to the next and is so traumatized by the experience that she's left mostly mute. Ultimately, she goes to live with a distant aunt and discovers her own family history, her own identity, and the fact that the Catholic Church had persecuted her ancestors in the Middle Ages and ever since. So, Is there an anti-Catholic theme in naming this hellhole concentration camp in the movie after a saint? Who knows? But I doubt that most children would pick up on that. Nevertheless, this Legend of the Guardians has a lot to offer for the film viewer. And adults too will be able to enjoy the artistry and the adventure. May God bless you on your journey, and may you be a hero in your own life, protecting family, protecting freedom, and protecting the values that have been handed on to you from one generation to the next.